Good morning. Today on Spotlight, local response to the $1.9 trillion American Rescue Plan. What's the best way to put those relief funds to good use? And can it lead to true community recovery and wealth building? We'll ask William Wild, president of the Michigan Municipal League and the seasoned mayor of Westland. And later on our Sunday morning program, Letitia McCree, Vice President of Communications and Marketing for the Metro Detroit YMCA. How is one of Detroit's oldest and best-known organizations navigating its way through the challenges of the COVID-19 pandemic? And what is its plan for summer program? We'll find out. It's Sunday, June the 6th. I'm Chuck Stokes, and this is Spotlight. Let's start off with just a couple nuts and bolts to fill the people in. They know that you've been mayor of Westland for, it seems like eons. It's actually been, 15 years now?
Yeah, actually since 2007. Over that time, I guess you build up a little gray hair and a little thick skin as well.
Well, in politics, that's a lifetime, so you're indeed a veteran. The Michigan Municipal League, you're also wearing that hat as president of the Michigan Municipal League. You're in your first term. I guess you only do, one-year terms?
Yeah, so the president serves 1 year, and the Michigan Municipal League is a state association that represents Michigan's cities, villages, townships. We actually have over 500 members throughout the city. So we have members in the UP all the way throughout the entire state.
Sure. What a time to be president of the Michigan Municipal League. Obviously, you're a little sadistic for taking on that job in the middle of COVID, but what's the experience been like?
You know, it's been good. We've had to pivot. Obviously, we had a lot of plans on moving Michigan's communities forward, but the pandemic was first and foremost. So the league has done a great job of being that resource for communities across Michigan to help them get through this pandemic. And they've also been a very big voice. We've been at the table with the federal government as the American Recovery Act dollars were put together.
Sure. Let me read you something that you said, Mayor Wild, not too long ago. You said in regards to the American Rescue Plan, this represents a once-in-a-generation opportunity for Michigan municipalities to reflect on the needs of our communities and strategically invest these resources in our future, building community wealth for our residents and businesses. Expound upon that. This is a boatload of money that's coming in, not just to our state and our community, but all across this nation. But what do you mean by taking that and building community wealth?
Well, for the one thing we'd have to say is that, you know, when you look at the Michigan communities, we've endured so much over time: population decline, once in a lifetime flooding, infrastructure failure, social and racial unjust, declining health, both public and mental, you know, then on top of this pandemic. So Michigan communities have been through a lot. So this is truly a once in a generation funding that's going to be coming in. And at the Michigan Municipal League, we're encouraging all of our members to take their time and to strategically invest these resources. We're asking them to kind of look through the lens of community wealth building. That's our focal point at the Michigan Municipal League. And that means making sure your decisions are inclusive and focused on recovery in ways that benefit everyone. That means listening, planning, investing in the community. And that means asking questions like, what should we be investing in to help the people in our communities that need it the most?
What are you hearing from those various leaders in the middle of this pandemic?
There is bipartisan support, and this is once those dollars were allocated at the federal level and they come into the state, there's actually $6.5 billion coming into the state of Michigan, and 4.4 of that will actually go out to Michigan local government. So it's a unique time. We see Republicans and Democrats working together, and it's going to be a great opportunity to invest in Michigan communities.
Sure. Communities are as diverse as anything else in the world. So it's hard to be able to say one size plan fits all. But if you can give some general advice to these various communities in terms of how to approach using this money, because obviously there's individual money because of the stimulus checks that have been coming to people, but there's also money that has been allocated for businesses, especially those businesses like restaurants and other organizations that have really had a tough time through all of this.
Yeah, and the one thing is every community has different needs, and the thing that we really are encouraged about with this funding is that the Treasury has put in flexibility so that each community can use those dollars wisely. I mean, if you look at the plan that Mayor Duggan laid out in Detroit, he's looking at investing $400 million in neighborhoods, parks, recreation, public safety, access to broadband, small businesses. That's going to be a pretty good blueprint that I think mayors and township supervisors and village managers all across Michigan can take a look at what they're doing in Detroit. Detroit got the most money. They got about $900 million. So I think that's going to be a good blueprint that a lot of communities can follow and build off of.
Sure. Real quick question before we go to the break. In this last stimulus package, there was about $1.9 trillion allocated across the nation. There's some talk about another stimulus plan. Do you think that's reasonable, and do you think that's foreseeable, or do you think that's just wishing and pie in the sky?
Well, I know that, and I've been in part of meetings through the U.S. Conference of Mayors with the White House, and that the president is 100% focused on passing an infrastructure bill. And I do believe that there'll be infrastructure dollars coming. If you look at the American Recovery Plan, it did not cover a lot of infrastructure because the president planned on following up with the bill. And I think that that's negotiated down to maybe more traditional infrastructure as we all know it. I do think that something's going to get passed. And I think currently the number's still around 1 trillion. It is coming down, but I do think that something will get passed because infrastructure is something our country badly needs. And I think it's something that all politicians should be able to build bipartisan support around reinvesting infrastructure in their states and their cities.
Okay, President Wild, Mayor Wild, we will pick up on that right after this break. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Spotlight, talking to the president of the Michigan Municipal League, Bill Wild, also the mayor of Westland. Mayor Wild, you have been supportive of an infrastructure bill. I think it's $500 million that would rebuild the water infrastructure. Talk to me a little bit about that, and what are the chances that this will get done?
Well, I think that there's a good chance it's going to get done, and there's a lot of needs on water infrastructure. When you take a look at every city, I mean, from when you look in the city of Detroit, we've got, they still have pipes that are made out of wood. When you take a look at Flint, obviously there's still a long ways to go. And Michigan communities are working to, we're still trying to get lead service lines out of the ground. So there is a huge need there, and I think that there's bipartisan support around delivering clean water. So I do think that something's going to happen on that as well, Chuck.
You talk to Republican mayors, you talk to Democratic mayors. What is it that the far left has to give on and compromise, and what is it the far right has to give on? Because it's those folks in the middle where that compromise has to come to, but each side has to give something, right?
Yeah, when the problem is when you talk at the federal level, infrastructure just has a lot of different meanings. Here at the local level, we think infrastructure means roads and sewers and broadband, but at the national level, especially in this bill, there's a lot of things that I think the Republicans are calling non-traditional infrastructure.
Right. They say child care, all sorts of other things have been tossed into there that don't really describe what traditionally we describe as infrastructure.
Yeah, and I think that's what's going to have to give. There's too much need throughout the country. One of the things that worries me as a mayor when I look at a big bill like this is I'm trying to figure out how to take care of the 200 miles of roads in Westland, but we're competing at the national level for ports and airports and tunnels and transportation. So $1 trillion nationwide is going to go pretty quick if we're throwing roads and water and sewer work in there with bridges and tunnels and ports.
The last grade that I saw, the nation's engineers gave Michigan a D+, I believe, in its infrastructure. Would you agree with that? Do you see it right on the front lines?
Yeah, I saw that report too, and I do feel like we are making some progress. And I traveled north for the holiday, and there's definitely a lot of infrastructure work happening up and down the I-75 corridor. We've got projects going here in Westland, so the problem is we're behind the 8 ball, so we're trying to catch up. And I do think that we still have a long ways to go, but I do feel like we're starting to make progress, because no matter where you travel right now, you're starting to see orange barrels in just about every city.
Sure. Mr. Mayor, 2 final questions. One deals with the issue of staffing. I am seeing and I am hearing in every community, whether it's going to restaurants or it's going to retail establishments, people say we just don't have enough workers. COVID has hit us, and it has hit us extremely hard. Are you experiencing that in Westland? Are you hearing that from your members in the Michigan Municipal League? And how do we solve the issue?
We're hearing that everywhere. I was at an event with the governor earlier this week, and she said Michigan's unemployment rate now is at 4.9%. But at the same time, we're hearing in every community that you just can't get workers now. So the governor's going to have to come up with the plan with legislators to get people back to work. We're having a hard time with our local restaurants. Actually, believe it or not, there was a local McDonald's in our town that was operating with 2 employees in the entire place.
Wow.
So even the folks in the fast food industry are having a hard time staffing.
President Biden says that he wants the nation to be at 70% for vaccination rates, at least 1 shot by July the 4th. Do you think we can get there? And what do you see happening on the local level to make sure that more shots are getting into the arms of people? Because the supply is clearly there.
Yeah, we're starting to see a slowdown. We have a vaccination clinic we operate in Westland, and we're down to a trickle where we had standing room only when we first opened. I can tell you what we're trying to do as mayors all across the nation right now is we're actually trying to do a major push for the next 30 days, and all mayors are trying to engage their communities to try to push to get us up to 70%. At 70% is where they say, as the CDC says, is where we'll achieve herd immunity. I think Michigan right now is at 59%. That number's been a little bit tougher to move since it's opened up to children 12 years and older. But here in Westland, I think you're going to see mayors across the nation really get active in the next 30 days so we can try to get us up to 70% like the president's asking for. All
right, is it time to change Michigan law so we can get a lotto here like they have over in Ohio?
What's funny is at the event I was talking about with the governor, she had said that she had to figure out a way to give out those $1 million lottery prizes or the college scholarships that Ohio was doing. So she's definitely on track with that too.
All right. Mayor Bill Wild, also president of the Michigan Municipal League, thanks so much for checking in with us today, and we'll stay in touch with you, and good luck out there in Westland.
Thank you, Chuck.
All right, always a pleasure. And when Spotlight returns, we'll talk to one of the leaders of the Detroit YMCA. Stay with us. All right, this has been, I know, an excruciating year for you, but the YMCA, Metro Detroit YMCA, was hit hard by COVID-19. How have you been able to navigate your way through it?
2020 was an incredible year for the YMCA of Metropolitan Detroit. As you know, based on all of the state orders that came through the governor's office, as well as the Department of Health and Human Services, we were literally shut down from March to September. So our wellness facilities, none of our members were able to actually utilize our pools, our classes, or anything. And so the YMCA is much more than our wellness facilities. So we ran our food programs, we ran our youth development initiatives, we ran summer camp, emergency childcare. But we lost half of our membership last year. And today we have about 35% of the staff that we had pre-pandemic. So our organization is a lot smaller than it was, but we're still mighty in terms of serving the community. We closed 3 YMCAs last year: the Livonia Family YMCA, the Lakeshore Family YMCA, and the North Oakland Family YMCA. Many of our members still supported us through that because they knew we were doing more than just a fitness. They knew we were feeding families. Mm-hmm. They knew we were educating children. So they continue to support us. We did also receive contributions and donations from the public. And we did get some public support, but we didn't get it to 2021. We weren't eligible for the original PPP loans that everybody was talking about.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Did you get any of the federal money?
Not in 2020. We did finally get it in 2021 because they changed some of the guidelines. The YMCA is going to be 170 years old next year. Wow. And so we were a 168-year-old organization, and we suffered the greatest loss in our history during the pandemic.
Was there any good that came out of it?
You know what? I think the greatest good that came out of it was people saw the impact of the YMCA beyond our pools and our gyms. People saw that we served 200,000 meals, that we served over 11,000 children, making sure they were engaged in safe and healthy activities. Because a lot of times when people thought about the why, a lot of times we say people who are under the age of 40 think of us just as a place to work out, whereas people over 40 know that the YMCA is a nonprofit community service organization, and health and wellness is at our core. We were providing free water safety lessons to over 1,000 children every single year. We did stop the program during the pandemic, but we are starting it back up this summer. Right. So that's one of the programs that is very important. Another program people may not know us for is we have something called the Achievers Program. Across the country, the YMCAs have been working with inner city and urban youth. There are over 10,000 young people have been enrolled in that program across the country, and it helps young people, particularly African American, Latino, and urban children, navigate, get out of high school, and pursue post-secondary education so that they can be thriving, productive members of society that are educated and employed or either entrepreneurs. And that program still operated during the pandemic. We had over 200 children that we were serving virtually during the pandemic.
Great. All right, we need to take a quick little break. When we come back, I want to talk about, we're about to go into summertime, and that's a time when parents and adults say, what in the world can I do with my kid to keep them busy during this time? And I know you have some solutions for them. We'll be right back.
Absolutely.
Stay with us. Ms. McCree, I know that you've been hit hard by COVID-19. You're working your way back. But are there programs, particularly for the summertime, for our youth, males and females?
Oh, absolutely. So one of the things that the YMCA, we are known for summer camp. And we have amazing resident camps, overnight camps, where children can go, and we have all of the safety protocols in place. All of our staff are background checked. We have health checks that they have to go through to continue to keep our children safe. And we have camps in Oscoda and in Holly. So we have one overnight camp if a parent is not ready for their child to go far away. It's only an hour. They can pop up there if they like. We also have something called family camp, where the whole family can come and have a camp experience together. It's a really great thing right now. You're talking about coming out of COVID. For families to have a nice getaway, but still be close to home, but have a lot of fun as canoeing and horseback riding and archery and a whole host of things. Then we have our traditional summer day camp where the kids go and they go home, and that's at 11 locations throughout metropolitan Detroit. They can just visit ymcadetroit.org and get all that information.
Well, I remember as a kid how important the Y was to my own life. I grew up in Cleveland, and there was the old Cedar YMCA, and I took swimming and I took boxing lessons there. So hopefully they paid off down the line. What about older adults?
We are partners with programs like Silver and Sneaker and Pure Fit. And a lot of times we have a lot of seniors that are part of their health insurance gives them access to the YMCA at no additional cost to them.
Do the young people or people that are using the facilities, do they have to be vaccinated? Are you encouraging them to be vaccinated?
The YMCA is encouraging all members and all staff to be vaccinated. We are not mandating it. However, we are telling people, if you are not vaccinated, this is an honor system, Chuck, so we're not asking people to show their vaccination cards, but we're asking people to wear their mask if they are not vaccinated. If they're fully vaccinated, they don't have to wear masks in our facilities, but we are asking people to be considerate and to still social distance, just to be respectful of people's spaces, to help people feel comfortable. So we're following all of the Michigan Department of Health guidelines. One of the good things that came out is we put a lot of new cleaning policies in place. We were always clean, but we changed our ventilation system. We're circulating fresh air throughout our buildings throughout the day to help keep the air safe. We have Clorox 360 sanitation machines where we disinfect the YMCA first thing in the morning and in the evening. So we put in, and then we have sanitation stations throughout the YMCA. So members can actually use CDC approved cleaning products to actually wipe down the equipment before and after they use it. So the staff is cleaning, but we actually created little stations so that members can do that themselves. It gives them more assurance and comfort as well.
All right, Ms. McCree, thank you so much for joining us today on Spotlight, representing the Metro Detroit YMCA. I'm sure people can go to your website and get even more information. We appreciate you joining us today on Spotlight. Best of luck to all that you're doing.
Thank you.
You've been here for over a century and want to keep you going. All right, bye-bye. And I'm Chuck Stokes. We'll be back next week with more newsmakers in the Spotlight. We hope you have a great week.